Oh, there could be a pulse bomb coming in for Vision at some point. Luke Fish, he has another beat drop. He's dropping it, but he Ajaxes. Strider boots Luke Minnow into the team of Citrus Nightmare, and Luke Minnow, he Ajaxes. Another death on the board for Luke Fish, a very impactful one at that. The point has also been flipped over to Nightmare. What a disaster. There's something about watching a car crash in slow motion, especially when Luke Minnow is the victim of that car crash. Just gets me out of bed in the morning. Very early on, split from neutral, and we need to make sure that Timeless doesn't leave the point now. Vision's coming back on Sombra, and we've got to be careful of that because there's a little bit of a meme. When Vision comes back on Sombra, a fight is no longer winnable. Be careful for that one. This could be a bad omen for Timeless. I don't think that the Batbrig backline is going to fare well against what Timeless has to offer as well. When you're going up against the Winston comps, the nano turns are so deadly. The primal turns, even in Cuffer's, mildly incompetent hands, are so deadly.
This slam time and getting value from Strider, and it's worked a treat for him so far. It's going to help Squid get nice and close to this Nano 2. A Dynamite just hit him though with a nade. Oh, the self-nade too slow. No amount of healing, and Bubble gets him through that one. All just a little bit too slow. And just as I was singing their praises, they're all going to crumble on the next slam timing. Didn't have the appropriate peel for that one.
Oh, get Squid on the presidential ballot because he is looking sleepy, missing that self-nade. Unbelievable. Basically a margin of one fight yet again. EMP comes out, catches so many players. Virus landed in the follow-up, and Vision does manage to take down Tap. We can see Squid, he doesn't know what he's shooting at this point. Not ideal for Citrus Nightmare. Bad to worse when Cuffer and Doom start tearing through the remainder of Citrus. And I mean, it's going to be a pretty clean 3-0 for Timeless. I mean, despite Vision's best attempts to lose by locking Sombra, they've come away with a win.
Can he get anything more? Has to recall killing his 1 HP.
Scissors is
and
nano
it's just a
now.
trade on point.
Scissors receives the nano, but appears to be shooting nothing but blanks.
Looks like Merit wants to swing through this right-hand side this time. Someone's just
someone
dead again,
dead?
though. Oh, I guess a one jump, one death. It can happen to anyone, Hunter.
It can happen to anyone. It could be the fact that someone is playing in North America and there's something in the water, it's starting to get to him psychologically. I refuse to believe that we see a common one jump, one death move from someone, but it can happen to anyone. These things, they can occur. On to someone. Cal pops the captive son, but look, someone is all over Ultraviolet.
Oh.
Ultraviolet and PG both go down. The Primal Rage takes down a third. Someone, his name is the only thing we can see in the kill feed as the Fuller hold is completed.
I saw this morning when I watched Crazy Raccoon. Just watch a team that can't lose. Unbelievable.
I'm sick of this.
You can't miss these opportunities. You can't miss these opportunities against anyone, really. But against Toronto, you're not going to get many full holds. Have to convert them.
I'm so sick of these goddamn teams that can't lose a game. I'm sick and tired of it. I don't know what else to say. Toronto Defiant, I'm bored of seeing you win again and again and again. It's unbearable. Get a grip. Get out of here. I don't want to see it anymore. Merit, I mean, this is a main DPS on Tracer, and he's not like Flora with it, He does not have that same level of flexibility. It is a weak point for him. Hack comes out onto the backline, and Ultraviolet, Someone, and Sugar Free, they are all there. They all pinch. As you can see, Merit, a main DPS on Tracer, the only people he kills with his pulse bombs is himself. And second point, Blizzard World, it's such a sticking point for so many teams. Toronto, they're barely even needing to use ultimates to win it as well. NRG Shock, I mean, they need a miracle. They need a pick. I mean, PGE, if only he had stuck the Widow, that would be at least a higher chance of a miracle. Now on Cassidy, I mean, you're actually going to need a Bible while you pray. Cal has the captive son, but Toronto Defiant. Oh, Cassidy! The PGE, actually, he must be playing with a Bible under his desk because he actually gets the opening pick onto Sugar Free.
UV's looking for the nade. It's a massive nade again. Here comes the engaged captive son too. Cal will die for it, but has the damage been done? They're all going to blow up. They're all so low. Pulse bomb comes out. Attack is still flying in. He has the self-destruct. They're so low. They have to go down. Surely. How is RuPaul alive in all of this? They're going to weather the storm, and this is the biggest storm I think they've ever weathered. Nobody dies on the side of Toronto.
My lord, it was Hurricane Katrina inside that room, and somehow Energy Shock have survived it. There is a wonderful new coastline without any of the loss of life for Toronto Defiant.
Something like 85% of the people watching here on YouTube are not subscribed to the channel. If you want to see more than one video ever, then maybe try subscribing. While you're at it, I'm a Twitch streamer, so check me out on twitch.tv/Hunter.
Rack Attack and Tree taken quite low, and it's taking a while for them to be healed up, but Tree, he's straight up onto this high ground. He's not incompetent, so he can actually shift up onto the high ground from the low low side without much effort. Tree holding onto this rail too, just trying to zone the Toronto Defiant out a little bit, but you can see they're stepping up to the point. Here we go, 2 in a row. Vision, if you're watching this, take notes. It's not hard. It's not hard to shift up from the low side, man. Kellen's going deep with the primal. Will he catch Merit? It's looking like he will. He's got him, but he's so far away from the fight now. RuPaul, oh my god, the backline of Toronto, they're in so much trouble. Vega down as well. It's a 5v3. It's
C9!
Fuck you, Toronto Defiant.
The reverse sweep. Bubble timing. That's just going to be rotation to point here. Timeless. Happy to play in that side with a Farah. It's another pause.
Oh, not another disconnect. I mean, if I see that 24% of Seeker's old charge disappear after the production thing comes and goes. Oh, good lord. I wanted a quick series. What do I get? Apparently he's already DC'd. I saw him leave. So this is not looking good. Good grief. We're never going to get an EMP out of Seeker. We're just going to get more eternal disappointment. Now his Ethernet connection failing him, holding us all hostage here in this match. Oh, this is going to be so risky, but Doomed, he's actually clutched this out for his team. Timeless are back. Vision on the Tracer, back and gone again. Maybe just get back over to the Cassidy, little bro. It is not looking too good for you because that Tracer was a flash in the pan. There's the swap. And then it turns out that Landon was just the craziest fucking bat player ever, and he should be the flex support all along. He was the Lucio for the team. We should have to play Ryan Lucio, and that did not go so good. Leadfoot Landon, we used to call him. We being me. Vision has to scramble in, but he's so low. Recall forced out. Cuffer still just eating it. We have got ourselves a real eater here, just taking damage to the face again and again and again. Suzu, Kitsune Rush comes out from CJ, and there's no way the Timers are going to continue to contest the objective here. I'm not sure if Cuffer was hacked or if he is just delusional, standing there on the cart and taking it to the face. Doomed has the barrage. Nightmare, their comp is no good at dealing with barrage. It's such a dangerous combo, and we've seen a few times now from the side of Timeless, because Squid, he is a repulsive Kiriko one trick. He is so good at aiming that Suzo up into the sky. And Admiral will soon be back. Is there going to be a touch on the point though? Is Ollie able to do it? No.
Oh
my god, he gets a beat off too.
The supports live. But there's only the 2 of them. Infected's going to be back soon, hiding on the top from Merit. Admiral will go down. Now Infected can get the touch. 30% away from Cage, and that's probably too...
I swear Xavier just came. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Watch the game, dude. Has the game started? Oh, fuck. That was 2 minutes ago. Thank you.
In the meantime, just spamming and farming through main. Possible opportunities to go for a flank or some type of play. But for Toronto, they've nearly got no support ult, so they can just focus on building those for this next fight.
Yeah, geez, I did not realize that we were 2 minutes into a map right now. The slop took hold and nobody in the chat seemed to have noticed. So that is unbelievable. I'm so sorry for the people tuning in for the game. RuPaul coming up on the Kitsune Rush, 90% on the beat drop as well for the side of Toronto. We can see them just posturing up the hill. Mirrored Kitsune Rushes on either side, but Vega with an Ajax? Absolute fucking cinema, ladies and gentlemen. Vega with an Ajax to help Nightmare roll the cart closer and closer to the checkpoint. Gotta be happy with that. What a time to tune in. Why even bother with the neutral fight when you can skip straight to the ult exchange and just watch Vega fuck it up? So that is perfect now. The angles up top, just a shooting gallery, and unbelievable. This is serious Kefri gameplay right now. A Seeker actually having Merit shots blocked by Admiral. Admiral clearly not playing in the European region anymore because he has not been poisoned by Donghoon's Brigitte. Instead, he is able to put his shield up when there's a Widow on the screen.
Someone's really keen to hold his space, and Vega, oh my god, he must have had a holiday in Europe. Yeah, trying to keep him under pressure. Opportunity to dive in. It's actually Seeker who finds Vega again somehow. Now the drop into Merit, he gets the mini. Infected will reset back onto the high ground, and, well, you know what school he goes to.
Of course. I mean, it's very clear that Vega has been watching the European VODs because he is taking a leaf. In fact, he's probably taking the entire book from Donghoon in terms of how he plays into the Widowmaker. Twice now we've seen him go down to the Widow. And I mean, that's not what you want out of your Brig player. That's not what you want out of your character that has a shield that can go in front of their face. That's for sure. Especially one that can see around corners. And Seeker now coming back to dual sugar-free 1-for-1 trade. Pulse for a headshot melee. CJ throws down the window on point. Clear is eating up the lamp as well. Clear has about you step through the fucking window so you can get the amp heals. Nice. Pressure coming out from the hit scan. Merit already 70% of the way to the bomb. And Kellen off the map. Get real. A felony. But then someone takes out Ultraviolet. Kellen, though, he has the Primal Rage, and Toronto, they don't have answers for this one. Rack attack going down. Kellen taking down someone, throwing down the bubble onto the bomb. It's a... It's a pause.
It's a UVDC.
UVDC. Was UV dead?
I think he was already respawning. I think it was only like a dogfight on point. I'm not sure.
No, genius play from UV, faking a disconnect so that he can get back into the fight sooner. He will come back respawned instead of respawning. He's just not able to sustain. Tree and Scissors, so much is on them to get the setup. Tree actually managed to take down Merit and Kellen. Oh my god, Sugar Free is struggling so hard to take down Rack Attack. Scissors takes down RuPaul as well. This is an even fight right now. It's only Sugar Free and someone left alive. Tree clutching it out. Tree and Scissors both. Now, Kellen and Rack Attack are still alive. The fight is not over yet. If Kellen can take down someone's mech, the card is actually pushing for Energy Shock. No healers alive for the side of the Defiant. I don't know how they've done it, but Energy Shock, well, I do know how they've done it. Sugar Free wasted 15 seconds missing rockets, but here we are. Toronto, they're just stealing it away. They've got the bot. They're pushing again. Kellen jumps deep. Ultraviolet throws in the Kitsune Rush, and it's just kited away. There's nobody there. Nothing happening at all. Ultraviolet, he's Kitsune rushing his demons, and it's looking so rough for Energy Shock now. Widow pick from Tree once again. He misses the shot on Sugar Free. We saw this yesterday too. Come on, mate, step it up. That second time, it was a little bit unrealistic to expect him to hit the shot. I'm gonna keep it A-Buck. Yesterday, it was, he had a chance, but today there was nothing in the tank. There was no hope for that one. Energy Shock now. They are walking out. They are on the Ana Ilari Diva. Nano Boost turns will be their go signal. Until then, just press. Oh, for fuck's sake, PG, what are you doing? PG clearly wants to get back to streaming and interacting with the chat because he hard peaks in main and just dies to a bunch of spam from Sugar Free. And now Lenny, he's going to be able to float over aggressively. This is nice forward positioning coming out from the Energy Shock, poking them so hard. Toronto Defiant suffering. PGE takes down Vega. Again, the school of Donghun. It reigns supreme. Infected actually in my chat apologizing. Apologizing for what, Infected? You know, you had heart, son. You had heart.
Yeah, no need to apologize. You gave it a fair crack.
I had $500 more billion on the outcome of your game. You should be sorry, you little fucker. Someone takes down UV and already they're on the run. Tails between their legs. Not to suggest that they're furries or anything. They don't have tails. It's just a figure of speech. Toronto Defiant rolling through the third point now.
Luckily, they can res him.
Can't keep getting away with this now. Things are not looking good at all for Energy Shock. Quick death for Tree. Thankfully, that res is nice and easy to get off, but good grief. I mean, we need something exciting here, Xavier. We need something to keep us interested. I'm thinking of throwing some Subway Surfers up on the broadcast, actually.
This time he gets away, not the same punish as Shambali, and oh boy, it's going to end with a whimper, maybe more than a bang.
Unfortunately, it is looking that way. I have spiced up my stream now with a little bit of Subway Surfers for the end of the series, because what is the point of watching the rest of this as it is just a total wash for the side of NRG Shock. Toronto Defiant cleaning up, and I mean, what's even the point? What's even the point?
The good news, by one, sir?
Only a minute and a half until I get to go home.
Not that we're clock watching here and looking for the end of our shift, but
no, definitely not clock watching in the slightest. Corn Swolio with a first-time message in the chat. The message being Corn Swolio, so that's great. That's a good opener. I like that. Good cold opener. Often I start with my own name as the first-time message as well. Incredibly good opening message from Corn Swolio. Cheers to that, brother. Hope you're enjoying the match as someone pulls out the Primal Rage. Merit on the Echo to win North American OWCS for the third fucking time in a row. Could it get less interesting than this? All right, folks, NRG Shock are touching the point right now, just prolonging the suffering. I'm actually going to run some ads over this, so you don't even have to see the defeat screen come up. I especially don't fuck with the fact that I get the most viewers doing EU, which is the most cancer time slot. 100% was the most cancer time slot. And then NA, any chance of me having a successful NA time slot has been completely ruined by fucking Avast coming back. Prick had to lose his job now and come back to streaming. Unbelievable. Hopefully that cunt has a job by OWCS 4, because I can't take another one of these disappointments. Watch Japan this week. I would rather fucking run my balls through broken glass, dude. Get real. Are you flexible enough to suck your own cock? Unfortunately not, although I do a pretty good job of doing it with my words without actually wrapping my mouth around my own knob.